YouTube is a place where words go to lose meaning. And what I mean by that is every year there's always some sort of new trend, or there's always some sort of interesting, or not interesting, but there's always something going on YouTube that just kind of makes a word lose meaning. A while ago it was pranks. People were constantly pulling pranks. I use that in quotations because the word prank, like I said, has lost all meaning. It's basically devolved into people, and by people I mean actors walking down the street giving each other kisses and grabbing each other's asses, acting like they don't know each other. Or it just is a bunch of people setting each other's houses on fire and damn near doing everything short of killing each other's pets, all in the name of some YouTube clicks, and then calling that a prank. But today I found out about something that is just very downright insulting to the dictionary, and it's the stay at home overnight challenge, sleep in my own bed challenge, whatever you want to call it. It's basically akin to just sitting on your couch for 24 hours and filming it, then posting it online and giving a clickbaity thumbnail. It is the most downright ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and I didn't know about it existing until today, but I guess apparently it's existed for about 9 months as far back as I can see. And it's just outright ridiculous, honestly. Like, sleeping overnight at your own house? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Who does that? That is ridiculous. Nobody does that. Who stays at their own house overnight? This challenge, this challenge right here, this is for the most hard dick, long nut sack, muscles on your muscles on your eyeballs, roughest, toughest, salty Splatoon gang, people just on the planet. There is a fine line between courage and recklessness, and they dance. The people who do this challenge dance on that line. You could die doing this challenge. You could go to jail doing this challenge. They are risking being sent to prison. They are risking their lives for this challenge because of how dangerous it is. But yeah, basically this challenge is nothing but, as far as I can tell, nothing but people literally staying in their own house overnight, sleeping in their own bed overnight, and then just saying that nobody knew that they were doing it, which I guess is apparently supposed to be some sort of big shocker. And these videos have the most clickbaity thumbnails and titles ever that I've ever seen on anything, for the most stupidest content too. Literally the first four videos have the exact same title, verbatim, pretty much. It's I spent the night in my own house and nobody knew, sleep at home challenge, or 24-hour challenge, or something like that. And you'll notice a trend with these is that the thumbnail always has a picture of somebody spying on somebody else. Maybe like Morgs's, where it's his girlfriend taking her shirt off or something, implying that they're changing. And it just makes zero sense. I haven't seen any of the videos, and I have no desire to, after knowing that these exist, because it's just some of the stupidest stuff I've ever heard of. It's by far the most ridiculous idea. Challenge on YouTube has basically, the definition on YouTube for a challenge at this point has turned into either something that isn't even real, or a real challenge, or an activity that is about as difficult as pouring yourself a glass of milk or walking down the next step. Basically, at this point, at this rate, the definition of the word challenge is basically going to mean something so easy that anybody who's alive could pull it off. The next challenge that trends on YouTube will probably be breathe for 24 hours. The hardest challenge, something like that. Just involving some sort of involuntary action that your body does in order to survive. That'll be the next challenge that trends. And honestly, I want to meet the person who first came up with the sleep in my own home challenge, or whatever it's fucking called, sleep in my own ass challenge, whatever. But I want to meet this person. I want to know if they did it. I want to know if they came up with the idea ironically or unironically. If they came up with it ironically, then that's a massive fuck you to just about everyone on YouTube right now, because it is by far the biggest prank to pull. And this would actually be a prank on YouTube that I could get behind, because it brings back the definition of a word prank. If this is just a massive prank by a bunch of big YouTubers that don't deserve to be big YouTubers, pranking everyone by coming up with the most ridiculous and lazy content and getting a bunch of money from it, then all power to them. That's amazing. That's a prank worth calling a prank right there, because really they are pranking everyone. YouTube as well. They're pranking YouTube as well, because they're basically telling YouTube, hey, Give us money for absolutely nothing, and YouTube will do it. But if they did it unironically, if this idea was come up with unironically, then I want to slap the person who came up with it across the face. I want to slap every YouTuber who has ever created a video involving this challenge across the face, and I want to slap every viewer who's ever watched one of these videos across the face. One for every video that they've watched. So one slap for every video that they watch, and for the creators themselves, I want to slap them across the face once for every person who's watched the video. And by fuck, with how many videos I've seen with this title, and for how long it's gone on, for how many views these videos have, my hand's going to be doing a lot of slapping. I will not be able to hold utensils for a damn month after I'm done slapping bitches across the face. I will be hitting people with so many rights, my hand is going to be begging for me to use my left. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and I have no idea how this stuff trends as much as it does. It is the most stupidest, downright ridiculous content ever. And you know what? Maybe at some point I should try my own hand. Maybe this challenge isn't all that's cracked up to be. Maybe this is by far the most difficult challenge that has ever existed. I don't know. I've never seen a video, and I have no desire to, like I said. But maybe one day I'll finally figure it out. Maybe one day I'll sleep in my own house for 24 hours and see just how difficult such a simple action could actually be. But yeah, that was basically all that is for this video. I just found out that this existed today, and I wanted to bring attention to it so that way people know that really YouTube just has no quality control at all. I mean, I think people knew that from the beginning, but it's devolved into the word challenge, meaning basically akin to just slapping your hand on your knee, and that's challenge these days. Challenge used to mean something, you know. Challenge used to be something that was difficult, but then people at YouTube decided that's not what the definition of challenge was. The definition of challenge was sleeping in my own bed. What a challenge. Alright, see ya.